Whenever Jack spoke, tree leaves would continuously spill out of his mouth. What was even more terrifying was that Jack's lifespan would decrease as the tree leaves disappeared. Just yesterday, a magical large tree suddenly appeared out of nowhere in Jack's home. The tree happened to have exactly 1,000 leaves hanging on it, so Jack hurriedly sought help from experts. But the answer he received was that for every word he spoke, one leaf would fall from the tree. When all the leaves on the tree had fallen, his life would also come to an end. For ordinary people, this situation might allow them to live for another month, but for Jack, this disease was practically equivalent to sudden death. This was because he made his living through his eloquence. Due to years of dealing with clients, Jack spoke at a speed comparable to a rap artist, so these 1,000 words coming out of his mouth would take less than half a song's duration. At first, Jack didn't believe it at all and even performed a rap session in front of the large tree. It wasn't until he saw the leaves falling with a rustling sound that Jack immediately panicked. He then hurriedly grabbed an axe, wanting to prevent this terrible thing from happening. But what he didn't expect was that as soon as he struck with the axe, not only was he thrown back dozens of meters, but the wound from chopping the tree also appeared on his own waist. Only then did Jack realize that his life had become connected to the large tree. In the days that followed, no matter whether Jack watered the large tree daily or sealed his mouth with tape, nothing worked. Since he couldn't speak, Jack decided to write down what he wanted to say. However, for every word he wrote, the tree leaves would still fall. Being a chatterbox, Jack felt extremely uncomfortable not being able to speak. He went to a coffee shop intending to buy a cup of coffee. He gestured with his hands that he wanted coffee number 3, but the clerk ended up giving him 3 large cups of coffee. Jack frantically gestured around and ended up buying a whole bunch of things. Jack was speechless. When crossing the street, he encountered a blind person who wanted to cross the road. The person asked Jack whether it was safe to cross now, but it was currently a red light. Since Jack couldn't speak, he could only make him hum sounds. Fortunately, everything turned out fine in the end. Jack realized he didn't have much time left, so he decided to dedicate all his remaining time to his family to make up for the regrets he had left behind previously. As all the tree leaves fell completely, Jack collapsed as a result. Just when it seemed he would die here, unexpectedly, due to his later actions, the large tree actually restored its former glory, and Jack survived.